Adventure Time was very groundbreaking. It was silly and it was deep. It was very, very original. It did this thing where it tricked you because it looked like so naive, so goofy, so made for Nick Jr. But then it had incredible depth and lore and a lot of, I don't want to say adult situations, but definitely more mundane but still important things that teenagers and above can understand better than kids. But it was a good introduction to kids to see that, yes, even little elephants and talking unicorns, they go through growing pains in compromises. Yeah, Adventure Time. God, it premiered over 10 years ago. And it was the start of a whole new generation of animation that, really blew up, really sparkled, really made me more excited about animation again. But I myself never really fell in love with it. It never connected to me, again, I just listed all the great stuff about it, but I never really stopped and said, okay, I gotta watch Adventure Time. I want to listen to Adventure Time in my background noise. I want to talk about Adventure Time. Not really, no. It leveled out a blueprint for a new wave of animation, but it didn't really connect with me. And why not? Hey. So when I heard about the Fionna and Cake thing, I didn't care. I did not. I was happy to skip it. But a friend who apparently loved Adventure Time and kept asking me, oh my god, have you seen it? Oh my god, have you seen it? Yeah, we talk about cartoons, so for his sake, I watched it. And I enjoyed it. Yeah. It was made with a lot of love, a lot of thought. It had this very unique thing where it was a sequel, and you've seen these characters, you've got your closure with them, and here's just some more to just stretch that out. But it didn't feel so much bled out of, squeezing the bone, as it did just another story from the same people. And that was very pleasant. It was. It had its super creepy moments, it had its super magical moments, and it had its let's sit, talk, and think a little too much moments. I will admit I do relate to Fionna mostly for the whole, I'd rather stay and sleep than go to my boring job sort of way. I really did relate to that, obvi. And that's all really good, and all the references in it from the show and other animated classics are all very special and beautiful. And the other characters like Marceline and Bubblegum, the parts where, they go to the other, spoiler alert, you see different versions of them and how they could be different people but still the same person in all the different ways. That was clever. That was very, very enjoyable. That was very cool. But it didn't really hit my heart. I will say this, I do like that, in this generation, in the 2020s, we can have gay couples kiss on screen, and it's very obvious that it's a romance. It's very, very nice. I remember being very annoyed that queerbaiting was such a thing in the 2010s, whereas these days it's, more accepted, or if not accepted, it's happening anyway. So, Boy Bubblegum and Marshall Lee, their human existence thing, how they fell in love and how they were reinterpreted in their human world was really cute. I liked them very, very much. They might have been my favorite part. I guess because I really do not remember what Boy Bubblegum's name is. But I do like that, he made little, baked people. I think that looks so much fun. Pinterest goals. I don't care to see it again, even though it was so good. I don't understand why. I don't know, maybe it's just the tone of it I don't totally vibe with. And I guess that's okay. But it does seem so strange that it's not on my brand. It's something I respect and I want to see more of, but I really don't want to see more Adventure Time. I want to see the team behind Adventure Time do new shows. Okay, I'm pretty sure they are everyone behind the new generation of the shows happening right now, but Yeah, whatever like money and power and teamwork that went into making like this 8 or 10 episode special, find something else that has nothing to do with Finn, Jake, Ice King at all, but something as special. Okay, it doesn't have to be another sequel, but play with something. I'm open to whatever at this moment. I can say that, if you're an animation fan, you'll absolutely love it because it's creative and vibrant, a little weird, but it definitely does fantasy very, very well without being a little obnoxious, as other shows or other fantasies can get. If you're a kid, well, you'll definitely like the bright colors and the action of it, but I will say there's a lot more cursing than I properly expected, and sometimes adult shows aren't pervy or gory. Sometimes they just have boring themes about contemplation, and I think that would be boring for kids. Teenagers and adults, like me, I guess that they will connect a little bit with just the contemptness of adulthood. And yeah, even when you are living in a magical world, it can still be routine anyway. Yeah. It's just so weird that I don't connect to it more. Like, I still love Star Trek Lower Decks so much, but I think there's just something kind of like sour about it where, yes, even though they're characters in a super like sci-fi adventure world, most of it is just them being either really, really bored or really, really excited about the dumbest parts of their jobs. I don't know, something about that really sharp contrast and the fact that they always pace it so well that it still makes me laugh and still surprises me, that does connect to my heart, and I liked that very, very much. God, what was the name of that adult family show by the guy who did Regular Time? Oh, Close Enough. Yeah, Close Enough was also a cool example of how like adults can be animated and have weird adventures that are grounded but also fantastical. Yeah, that show ended too soon. Maybe that's my issue. I didn't fall in love with Adventure Time years ago, and maybe because its popularity bittered me towards it, but I'm kind of annoyed that some shows, after like 15 years or more, are still continuing, whereas new shows that I like can barely make it past season 2. Maybe that's my bitterness. Maybe that's my disappointment, where it's easier to play it safe and make money. Despite that, I will say that the Fionna and Cake special is its own original thing. Nostalgic, but it does still do all the good things about it. The writing is still fresh, while also bringing back characters you love. The story is special, and the emotional payoff at the end is worth it. So, yeah. Maybe it's the cringe humor. I never liked cringe humor very much. I think that's it. Yeah, maybe that's it. Well, anyway, that's my 2 cents. Have a nice day.